Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are doing a community replay from Nux 330. This one's in a Yamato. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this is back from when the Yamato was actually accurate before the nerf, so keep that in mind. But I thought this would be a fun one to show guys. It's gonna be a fun one. It just reminds you just how much fun the Yami can be. Now, I will say this. I do apologize for not getting a regular video out today. I kind of let myself get carried away with that railroad sim yesterday. And, yeah, I kind of forgot to record a video. So we're doing this day of release, and it's going to be a little bit late. But, that being said, I do like the Yami a lot. You guys know this. It's a fun ship when it behaves. And of course, like I said, this is pre-nerf, so this one is going to behave. Let's be real. Before the nerf, this thing was basically railguns most of the time. You get occasional trolls, but most of the time it is railguns. And when you have the ability to overmatch pretty much everything in the game, and you get railguns, you could see why it got a little bit of a nerf. And by a little bit of a nerf, I mean they took the nerf hammer and they swung it as hard as they could. They pretty much decimated the Yami. Now, can it still do amazing? Yes, absolutely. Especially up close, where a lot of people don't like to play it for some reason. But we got a little bit of indecision already, and you hate to see that. I'm not gonna lie. That literally drives me bonkers. When you see somebody deciding, oh, should I shoot this guy, should I shoot this guy, you could have had another shot by now. And this is not just a gripe against him. Of course, we missed the guy after taking the shot. But it's one of those things that you notice, and the more you play the game, the more that you'll realize that you don't have to wait around for the perfect shot all the time. Is it nice? Absolutely. But sometimes it's better to just go ahead, take the shot, get what you can out of it, and then you'll have another shot, and maybe you'll catch him again. You know what I'm saying? Every second wasted in this game is going to come back and bite you in the butt at some point. Not in every match, but a lot of the time. When you're spending time, like, contemplating whether you should shoot this guy or this guy, though that is just it's gonna come back and bite you. Because each time that you contemplate, you're just going to end up wasting time. And Siegfried broadside to a Yami should be death. But Siegfried gets away with it because Siegfried has stupid side armor. Like, the side armor, the belt armor on that thing is insane. I don't understand why Wargaming thought that was a good idea. There's a couple really strong German cruisers in this game. The Weimar being the newest one, but the Siegfried being, like, the OG there. The Siegfried is insanely good. The only thing that you gotta... And finally, he gets the Citadel that he deserved with the first shot. But the Siegfried is insanely strong. You just have to watch the bow and stern armor, because that's where you're gonna get punished. But if you can get people to shoot at your belt, you can actually ricochet quite a bit off of your belt, let alone just not take Citadels because reasons. But we've got a Bismarck pushing in directly in front of us. We're already at 42,000 damage, and that's a salvo that you love to see in a Yami. 10,000 damage on a bow tanking ship, not bad. And it's a German bow tanking ship, which is one of the few that the Yami does not just straight up overmatch. Now, obviously, the Bismarck can be overmatched through the front, just like every other Tier 7 battleship. But the problem... Oh, God. Oh, boy. It spread out quite a bit. Didn't end up giving him as good of a shot as we'd hoped, but... Oof. That Massachusetts right now is praying to God and thanking him for all of the support that he just got with that shot. Like, you come out angled to a Yami like that, you are begging to be just death-struck. Because he's going to go through that bow side plating and he's going to ruin your day. You are not going to like it. And continuing the thought of staying broadside, he gets away with it, but he gets a lot more damage this time. 5 penetrations on that Massachusetts, and suddenly Massachusetts not enjoying his time. We have 2 Bismarcks and a Massachusetts, all pushing up on this Yami. Now, the Yami's not completely solo. He does have some help. But the Yami here has to be careful, too. If he comes around this corner, angled as he is right now, he could easily be dev-struck. Easily be dev-struck. You cannot go broadside in a Yami for anybody. Anybody. We get a shot here at a slightly angled Bismarck. Yeah, that hits the belt. Doesn't do anything. We did get 3 penetrations, mostly into the gun, I think. And that's why we didn't get much in the way of damage that salvo. But you can see he is starting to turn in. He's still over-angled. This Bismarck could easily shoot through that side cheek armor and do some damage, but I have no idea what happened other than it's got to be just that it's Bismarck. Now he's shooting at waterline. He gets a decent salvo here as the Bismarck turns out. We get some of that bow side plating. But you have got to be careful shooting at the waterline on German battleships and anticipating overmatching, because they have the belt that goes all the way to the bow, and that belt armor is pretty nasty, and you do not overmatch it. So if you're hitting that at any sort of angle, you're not going through. Luckily for us, the Bismarck decides he wants to go full broadside, and that's going to allow him to be taken out pretty easily. Now, obviously, we got another Bismarck pushing up. This Bismarck needs to die now. He's getting the broadside of a Yami. At any time, he could actually punch through that bow side plating. And here we need to aim high. We need to aim up towards the guns here to try to knock this guy out. But doesn't matter. Apparently, he gets the RNG of dreams and manages to knock him out through the water line. Again, that bow plating goes all the way, or that belt plating goes all the way up to the bow. And so I was not anticipating a good penetration there, but hey, some people are luckier than I am, I guess, because every time I've been in a Yami versus a bow tanking Bismarck, I've had to aim high, because if I aim low, I just hit that belt and do nothing. But Massachusetts is going down. He doesn't have any health left. Bismarck, on the other hand, still over half his hit points left, and we're going to be pushing in on him to try to remove him. He is giving way too much angle once again. If you're going to give it to us, we're going to take it. Now, we aim a little high this time, when we could actually go through the side plating of the bow. But either way, you're going to get good damage, because the superstructure and the lesser side plating is going to be pretty easy for a Yami to pin. Superstructure, obviously, on a German and American battleship, easy damage. Here he holds his fire because he sees that the Bismarck is about to get torped. And so we've got 161,000 damage. There's 3 ships left, and we've really held our side. And that's all you could ask from somebody. His teammates haven't been particularly amazing. The Yudachi did come in and torp the last Bismarck, so that was good. But they haven't been particularly amazing. The Yami has managed to take all of the hit points pretty much from all of the ships on this side of the map. And now, the good news is, the Yudachi has managed to capture bases on the rest of the map. I mean, you can see that his team, Nux's team here, has captured 3 out of 4 and is working on the 4th base right now. The enemy, on the other hand, have completely flubbed this game. Like, they have done nothing. This side at least tried to capture the base and tried to move up and do things, but you see how that worked out for them. And the other side, while they were able to win that side, have taken too long to do so. And now it's given Nux's team here a chance to capture this base, maintain their 3-cap lead, and then put themselves in the perfect place to counter what the enemy is about to do. So we've got a Yami, we've got an Amalfi, we've got a Grossa Kurfürst against us. So that's good news to know. We need to find where that Yami is and counter him as quickly as possible, because the Yami is basically like Rocky Balboa, alright? You've always got a puncher's chance. May not be the best boxer in the world. It may not be the prettiest boxer in the world. However, if it gets the opportunity, it will send you back to the freaking locker room very quickly. So, you definitely got to make sure that you know where the Yami is, and you counter him as quickly as possible. And that's exactly what Nux is going to do here. And it's going to culminate in one of the most nasty shots that you've seen in a while. Guaranteed. And the sad part is you're not actually going to see it. You're going to see the shot, but you're not going to see the result. You're just going to see it pop up. But it's beautiful. But we're pushing across, and again, the teammates supporting. Nux is pushing up. We've got a Yami spotted. That's what we were hoping to see first. He's coming out way too angled. We've got an Amalfi. Could we shoot the Amalfi? Yes. But the Amalfi is the lesser threat. We're going for that Yami while he's over-angled, and we're going to get a Citadel right off the bat. That's the high caliber, 183,000 damage high caliber. You got to love it. So now, here, watch this next shot, guys. Watch what he does. He's looking at the Gross Occur first. Gross Occur first. Okay, he's angled in. He's got less than, you know, half his hit points, so we're good there. But watch this next shot. Yami's about to go dark. He's in a smoke screen behind the Amalfi. But rather than shoot at the Amalfi who's still spotted, he knows the Yami is there. The Yami didn't just suddenly disappear, and he gets 3 Citadels and absolutely sends that man back to port. And just like that, we're up to 225,000 damage. And, not to be outdone by his friendly Yami, the Gross Occur first comes out and tries to do exactly the same thing. He turns in behind the Yami, full broadside to an enemy Yami, and that's not going to go well for him, as Nux is about to send him back to port, getting his Confederate to go along with his high caliber. And that puts us up to 244,000 damage done with 4 kills. Are we going to get the Kraken? Come on, baby. Unfortunately, no. Time is going to run out. We've got the base capture points all the way up to 1,000. So, unfortunately, couldn't get the Kraken, but still a hell of a game. 3,280 base XP, showcasing that the Yami before the nerf was absolutely nasty. So thank you, Nux, for sending it in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.